Well, hello guys, here I am back in my car again. What part of the country is she in this week? Nobody knows. It's like one of those kids programs, guess where she is? Or do you remember the program, Where in the World? Well, we're in Ireland. So, well, you may have heard, sorry this is going to get a little bit bumpy. You may have heard in the end of my last vlog that I said Mammy had a bit of a fall and went down on her knees. Now, when I was talking to Keri and my mum, they both said they were doing fine. She hadn't banged her head, she hadn't done anything, and the doctors had checked her over and she was fine. Well, it turns out she wasn't actually so fine as what my mum led myself and Keri to believe. When she'd actually fallen, she'd actually twisted her knee quite badly, and because she was getting up with Keri and dropping her to college, for the bus to college early in the morning, she was going back to bed, that was fine, but as the time was going on, her knee was getting sore and sore, so she did go back into the doctor, and it's just very bad for bruising. They reckon it could be at the back of her knee that something tore a little, and that's what caused the huge bruising at the back of her leg. Now, in herself, she's fine. She's doing everything. Her leg is so sore. So I was saying it to Keri, but obviously Keri's gone for 10 hours in the day. And she didn't know what was happening sort of during the day, but she knew when she came home and they had dinner and Grandma was fine. Like, she's limping and stuff, but that was to be expected. So it all came to a bit of a head. I'm trying to think. I came down from Letterkenny on the Friday, and Mum was like, fine, not a bother. Now, so bearing in mind, when she came home, Keri managed to get the bus out to my mum's front door. It only comes out, I think, twice a day or once a day, but she managed to get the bus that dropped her at the front door. So my mum had no driving, and Keri had stayed overnight in Galway City on the Thursday night because she's too late to get the bus home. So my mum had rested up the Thursday night, all day Friday, Saturday and Sunday. When Keri was home, they didn't go out anywhere, they were just home. But come Monday, when she had to go drive the car, obviously she really struggled, and Keri was like, oh okay, and then she was in pain. She was asking for painkillers because she was in pain. So Keri rang me and was like, Mom, I don't think Grandma's doing so well, but I think she's putting on a brave face, but I don't think her leg is doing so well. So I said, oh, okay. So I rang her then. She should have gone into work on the Tuesday. Now, in her job, she can sit quite a lot. And when I rang her and I was like, did you go into work today? And she was like, no. She said, I didn't fancy it. She said, because my leg gets stiff and sore. So I said, oh, okay. So, I mean, plus she's in her 70s. So, yeah, she's going to take longer to heal. So what ended up happening was, driving out from the bus, my mum, Keri said she knew Grandma was in pain. You could tell by her face. And she said she pulled over the car and said, Keri, you've got to drive. My leg is killing me. So Keri rang me and she says, Mom, she's asking me to drive. Now, bearing in mind, Keri hasn't passed her test. She's still on a provisional licence. So if Grandma's asking Keri to drive, you know that she's in pain. Without saying it, she's in pain. So I said to Keri, I said, okay, what do you want me to do? And she said, well, I have to go get the bus in the morning. She'll have to come in and collect me. She says, Mom, I don't think she's able for it. So I said, okay. I said, no problem. That is no problem. So I called Carl down and I said, Carl, Keri explained the situation to him. And Carl was like, yep, no problem. Go. Just go. So I said, okay. Now, I got 4 nights sleep in my own bed. Like a new woman I am. So I said, all right. So I didn't say anything to my mum because I rang my mum and I was like, how's your leg? She said, oh, it's grand. She says, no pain, no nothing. I said, oh, okay. Fair enough. So the next morning I got up, I just grabbed up Carl some ready meals, pizza, chips, stuff he can all cook himself, like. And I left and I said, rang Keri and I said, I will collect you en route from Galway. Don't say anything to your grandma. So I said, tell her you're getting the bus to the door. So that was fine. That was what we did. So poor old grandma was there and she'd gone to the doctor. That's how sore her leg was. And obviously the doctor's just like, well, you know, given your age and stuff, it will take a while to heal. So she needs a crutch. She just she can't, and if she stands up at any, her leg is just swelling out to the nines, and then it's pain in her. So the doctor gave her strong painkillers for the night time to get her through the night in bed, and then she takes paracetamol and ibuprofen during the day. Now, this is, bear in mind, her to me was, I'm fine, my leg isn't even sore. So we've gone from my leg isn't even sore to she's now on a plethora of, sorry, just crossing a junction. She's now on a plethora of painkillers. So I said, oh, okay. Now my mother be one of these that we love, goes in moseying around shops and stuff, so she hasn't, and the doctor told her she's not to go into work for a week, at least another week. So yeah, and do you know what, she's actually quite happy with that. So I know she's in pain. So, but other, like, in herself, she's in good form. She's annoyed because she wants to keep moseying around, and she was told to sit down, leg up, end of story. So, you know, but no, she's in good form in herself. Now when I was leaving, she took, so, oh, sorry, that sun is so bright, and it's not warm, it's 14 degrees out. My God, that sun is bright. So, yeah, she's annoyed that way, as in she loves to fooster. She would fooster all day, like she never seems to be sitting still, and now she has to sit still and give her leg a chance to heal. So she's strapped from her ankle to just above the knee, and it has to stay elevated. So she's not happy. In that way she's not happy because she can't get up, and she wants to get up and move because in herself she feels fine. So, but as I said to her, if we don't look after it now, it'll be worse than it'll just take you longer and longer to heal, which means you're going to be longer and longer off your feet. So I'm down here in Galway. I came down, what day did I come down? Wednesday. I came down, Keri stayed overnight in Galway yesterday. She said to me, she actually went in, she was like, I won't be stressed now over grandma. And in fairness, that was the other reason I came down. It's one thing, man being injured and needing help, that's fine, I came down for that. But the other thing is Keri's stressing. She's only 2 weeks in college, so she doesn't need that level of stress on top of it worrying about my mum. So I was like, look, don't worry about it, got you covered. So I'm actually going into town now to collect Keri off the bus. I have to get diesel because we're sort of running on fumes at the moment. Carol's at home with the dog. Hayley's in Letterkenny. So everybody is sort of situated-ish. So I just have to get mum sort of back on, or even if it's for a week, just to take that pressure off. She's not driving, I'm driving. I went in, I said to her the other day, yesterday, I said, I'm going in to do a shop, do you want to come with me? And she just went, no. So when Mom's given up on going around the shops, because she loves nosing around, I thought, okay. So I went in, did a bit of a shop. I'll try and video that actually today as well. Well, get it ready. And as I said, I'm going in to collect Keri. I have to get a light bulbs. So that's what I'm doing. So how is everybody doing? I was planning on doing a live tonight. Now I'm going to check the internet connection. We have had thundery rain on and off all day. Unfortunately, my mother's internet seems to go with the thunder. If it's thundering or raining heavy, the signal's very bad. So we're just going to see. Keri's up for doing it. But if not, I'll do a sit down with Keri as well, just to see how she's getting on in college. I haven't actually had a chance to really talk to her because, as I said, we came down Wednesday. She stayed overnight in Galway last night, and then she's only coming home today, and I think she has a dirty head cold on her. But and she may keep that to her bloody self. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. I don't think there's much else happening. I'm actually enjoying, it sounds terrible, I'm enjoying the downtime down in my mum's. Myself and Carol came up with a plan of how we're going to tackle the house, because obviously I've done my room nearly. He's nearly finished his room. So I said, what do we do next? And he was going, well, it's sort of going to be bits and pieces. So I was saying to him, I think the next room we're going to tackle is the kitchen. So while I'm down here, he said to me, look, I'll clean the kitchen. I'll give the kitchen a good clean. So then when I come back, I'm literally going to just pull all the food out, clean down the presses, like a deep clean and then a declutter. So I think that's sort of the plan of it. We were trying to come up with a plan because I wanted to do the office. And he was like, yeah, but to do the office, you really want to be able to, because I want to change my desk that I work on, because obviously I work at a desk on a computer most days. I want to change it out for a bigger desk, but the desk I'm using at the moment, I want to put up in the hall. But as he said, we can't do all that. We have to do that separately, and then you can clean the... I was like, okay. So we sort of have a plan. We have a loose plan. This year we've decided we're going to host Christmas in my house, so everybody's going to come back to my house. My mum was like, come down to me. And I was like, okay, but there's not... Her house is quite small. So we were saying we might come down for New Year's. So we'll see how that goes. But I said to Carl, if we have the room done, the house done, and skips done, and everything done. And he was like, okay. So we have sort of a goal in mind. We're going to do a pantry challenge because it's only the two of us there. While we were sorting around trying to find food for him to eat yesterday and see what we needed in the shops, we were just like so overwhelmed with the amount of food and stuff in the pantry that we've been saving for a rainy day or a slow month or a non-income month, that we have to go through it. And we're going to do, I think it's the challenge we were looking at was like shop your shelves and just buy literally essentially what you need. So I have enough. We were just looking, we were pulling out stuff. I'm lucky Carol will eat most things. My girls say he's fussy. I don't think he's a fussy eater. I think it's a texture thing with him. There's certain textures of food he doesn't like. So he doesn't like soups. Even if he will eat stew, providing there's not much soup with it. So if you don't give him much soup, he's strain it off. So he'll eat. It's a texture thing, I think, personally, because he's not unadventurous with food. He'll eat Indian, he'll eat Chinese, he'll eat anything really that's going, providing it's not like spinach, providing it's not soups. He doesn't like noodles, but he would eat pasta. He doesn't like the texture of the small noodles. Little things like that, where you sort of go, okay, fair enough. So I suppose there'll be days where I'd be eating one thing and he'd be eating another. So I am going to go now, and I'm going to Lidl because I need to get washing up powder, light bulbs. I need to fill my car with diesel. Obviously not all in Lidl, next door to Lidl as well. And then we get Keri off the bus and see how she's doing. Hey guys, collected Keri. Well, we collected her a couple of hours ago, didn't we? She had to, we got home. Sorry, that camera's
short compared to me.
Yeah, that camera, I'm stuck. When I was going to collect Keri. Oh, Jesus Christ! Do you know what, my head? When I was going to collect Keri, my mum had gone for a lie down, and when we got home, she was still lying down. So you had to submit an assignment.
Yeah.
So you've done that.
Yep.
Gone off to the teacher.
Yep.
Done and dusted.
Yep.
Perfect. So what we decided, because my mum was still in bed, we decided to fly in and get Supermax, but we got caught as we were leaving. Grandma got out of bed and she wanted a couple of bits, so we got her a couple of bits. So we are going to go home.
Yep.
We are going to eat them.
Yeah.
Have you got much homework or writing of notes or anything?
Not tonight.
Not tonight, Josephine. Okay.
No.
So tomorrow it's your day for cooking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel up to it? She's dying of a head cold.
I'm down. I
well, how about tomorrow? My treat. I'll do all the cooking tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
because normally
I know Grandma wants to go out for dinner on Sunday.
Okay.
Because it's Sunday. So we'll probably go into off the square on Sunday.
Yeah.
But you getting by okay in college? Loving your subjects?
I am.
We'll do actually a video with Keri. She can talk about college. We might do a live one of the days. Just to go through it, because there's so much to cover, obviously.
There really is, and there's issues that I've been now made aware of that I wasn't aware of before.
Oh, well, fair enough. So, well, we go through all that. We'll do a college update. A college update. Yeah. That's what we'll do. So, right, we're going to go home. Your mum's just delivered our Supermax over to the car.
I'm starving now.
That's because she smelled food. Because she's got a cold. She hasn't had much of an appetite.
I had a croissant this morning, like a one with the chocolate.
Pan of chocolate.
Pan of chocolate.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
This morning with a coffee, and I've had coffee all day. I just have no appetite.
Yeah, you have no appetite. And Grandma's God lover, she's on strong painkillers, so she hasn't had an appetite. I have an appetite. I'm eating.
I want to eat.
But yeah, so we're going to head home. Hi guys, so it is a couple of days later. I have come back from Galway. I didn't record anymore while I was down there for the simple reason of Keri was obviously smothering with a cold. She was in bed. She was feeling miserable. When she was up, she just wasn't happy. And my poor mother was hobbling around the place. But thanks be to God, when I was leaving, touch wood, she'd got secured a crutch and her leg was feeling much better because the pressure while she was walking was taken off her. So, yeah. So, I'm home. I came home Monday. I was up at 5 o'clock on Monday morning because I said I'd drop Keri into college for 9 o'clock. Instead of her taking the bus, we just go in the car and then I just continue on up the road. And I did that. And I came home to the two boys. Carl was nearly a week here on his own. I came back and the dog was just acting up. Just acting up. Because I'd been away for a week. So, so I had to deal with that. Tuesday, I did a shop. And I've been recording that, and I've been recording bits and bobs, but I've been doing nothing really out of my way to record big videos or like decluttering yet. I haven't got back into that because when I came home from my mum's, I was absolutely exhausted. And I don't know, Tuesday night, Jesus, I went to bed and I was cold. I said to Carl, I'm freezing, so I put on my electric blanket, whatever, went to bed. Didn't think any more of it. Woke up during the night sweating, but like cold, clammy sweating. And I actually text Karen and said, please come into me. I said, I'm not well. I just felt crap and I could feel my heart felt like it was thumping out of my chest. So God love him, he came in and I was there. I ended up getting sick. And then I was fine. I don't know if it was the come down from all the stress of the last sort of month. I think I worked it out. Sorry, just hang on a sec. The dog's playing with a loud toy. Sorry about that. I don't know if it was just coming down out of the stress or just finally relaxing after just a stressful month. I think I worked out I'd spent 8 days at home in the whole month of September. And most of that was packing people up and moving them around. So yeah, but once I sort of got it out of my system, I seemed fine. And the next morning I was fine, not a bother on me. But it's been a bit weird. I've been a bit, I don't know how to say, I'm not down, but it's like I miss having Keri there to talk to. So that's taken a bit of adjusting. So I think the quietness when the dog isn't being an arse it's just taking a bit of adjusting to the two girls not being here. And I think it's worse because both aren't here. Where Hayley is great for the late night chats. Keri was always in the morning, go out, collect her from work. She'd be chatting and it's just adjusting to that again. And then we're straight into the thing of Carl having to pick colleges for next year and it just seems to be never ending. But I'm not complaining. Please don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. So so I'm hoping sort of by taking it handy this week and sort of not doing too much. I'm hoping next week now I get back into the declutter. Hayley's actually coming down this weekend. She's going to give a hand decluttering her room. I apologise for the dog. He's overtired. We should have been in bed an hour ago. And he's very set on his time going to bed. He sort of starts getting narky and cranky like a toddler. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to I want to get my room finished finally. I have all the bedside lockers. The only thing I need to buy for my room is I want to buy a new lampshade. But other than that, we're all good to go. So, so I'm looking forward to it now. I'm looking forward to getting dug into it. But I am going to take the rest of the weekend handy. I'm just not going to do very much. And I'm going to go before I kill this dog. Because he waited until I just start recording. And he decided to play with his plastic thing. Do you know what? He has to be the most easily amused dog ever. Right, I'm going to go, lads. Thank you for all your patience with me over the last month. I know I've been posting all over the place and all that. And I really do appreciate the fact that you are still here and still looking at my videos and all this. Even though they say consistency is the number one rule. And this month I've been anything but consistent. But look, we'll hopefully be back on track next week. And I will talk to you then. Take care of yourself, guys, and each other. Bye-bye.